Hi friends, it's Veina. Today we're going to talk about Hokko Life. This game really reminds me of Animal Crossing New Horizon. But is it as good as Animal Crossing? Let's find out. The story begins as you fall asleep in the train and arrive in Hokko Town. Here you will meet an elephant named Oma who allows you to stay in one of the old rooms for the night. And that's how your adventure in the town begins. There are some villagers in the town that will ask you to do a few things for them. The missions given are pretty simple, such as finding items, delivering things, and many others. Doing these missions are pretty important in early game as they will help you to unlock other things like tools and items. Sadly, there isn't any sign which villagers has mission, so you need to talk to all villagers to find them. This can be troublesome as you need to go around the town to find the one. Similar to Animal Crossing, the villagers are animals with pretty cute design. However, some of them seems a bit too funky for me. Luckily, you can actually choose which villager that you want by recruiting a new one. Sometimes, new villagers will visit the inn, then you can talk and ask them to move in. For a new villager to move in, you need to build a house first. But actually, you can just remove the villagers that you don't want and move a new one in. So, besides the tutorial and minimum requirement, it's up to you to decide how many houses you want to have in the town. And if you want, please find and press the like button below. Aside from the normal villagers, you can unlock several NPCs that will open stores in the town. They will also visit the inn once you fulfill the requirements. However, for these NPCs, you don't need to provide any housing. They will just open their stores the next day. There's also an NPC that will unlock farming for you. I like how there's a specific area for farming, so you don't actually need to do it in the town area as the space is limited. The gameplay in this game is similar to other live-sim games where tools are used to do things. However, you need to unlock the tools first before you can use it. Some of the tools are pretty easy to unlock, such as axe, shovel, and net, which can be used to cut trees, remove stumps, and catching bugs. Specific tools such as pickaxe and fishing rod aren't easy to get as you need to do the requirement first. I managed to unlock the fishing rod within 3 hours of gameplay, so I think it's not that bad. However, mining is pretty challenging as your character won't move when the area is dark, so you need to craft a lamp before you can continue. As resources are limited in the beginning, I only craft a few lamps, which make the mining experience a bit bothersome. Furthermore, you might find there isn't enough things to do before you unlock all of those tools. So, in the beginning, you might want to skip the rest of the day to speed things up. Once you unlock the Sailor NPC, you can visit the deserted island after paying 200 coins for the ride. In the island, you will find unique plants, bugs, and fishes for your collection. Similar to Animal Crossing, you will also find villagers that you can ask to move into the town. There's also an NPC that will give you an artifact detector so you can help him find the artifact. I think the artifact mechanic is so much fun since the minigame trigger is pretty challenging. A feature that's very unique is designing. Once you unlock crafting, you will then get a mission to unlock designing. In designing, you basically can create any items that you want. The game has basic shape that you can modify into any other shape that you like. With this feature, you can create unique furniture and clothing. You can also display the design and share it so people can download the creation. I think that advanced designing is something that makes the game different from Animal Crossing and other games in this genre. To unlock things in the game, you need to fulfill Mayor Marriage, which is very similar to Nook Points in Animal Crossing. The difference is there is no point given. Instead, you will get items or feature. The feature unlocked are pretty important such as moving houses, fishing baits, tools upgrades, and many other. So it is important to focus on this Mayor Merit, especially in early game. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to unlock even more cozy game review. Now, should you get the game or not? You should get the game if you love designing and decorating. I think the most unique feature in this game is the designing aspect, especially if you love to create your own item from scratch. That way you can be as creative as you want in designing your special item. But don't worry even if you don't like designing, as you can still download design from other players. That way you can still have fun in decorating the town. One thing that I like is you can actually put items everywhere. You can also move and rotate the house in an angle to create unique layout. Those that love designing and decorating will really enjoy the game as it has so much freedom. But you should not get the game if you don't like slow start. The items in the game are unlocked in chain. If you can unlock one thing, then you can unlock the next. So it will take a while before you can unlock things in the game, which can be frustrating for some people. However, if you are patient enough, it is actually pretty fun to do the tasks to unlock them. Some things are pretty tricky to unlock, which I think gave a little bit of challenge to the game. But if you don't like a slow pace like this, then feel free to skip the game. Me personally also think that the beginning of the game is pretty slow, so I usually just sleep to next day. But I enjoy following the mayor minute to unlock more features. The main thing that I really like is decorating my town. Even though I don't design the item myself, I can use other player designs, so it's still fun for me. Most items can be sold, so making money also pretty easy. That way, I can use those money to buy items to decorate and create my cozy town. And if you want more cozy game like this, please check out the Spirit and the Mouse review video.